What's up everybody, this is Devin with Repair My Funnel, and in this video I'm going to walk you guys through a question that I know has probably come up on your mind as someone who is building funnels or designing websites. The question is, what are some of the best ways to test my funnel or my website to ensure that it works well? You've built out your funnel, you built out your website, you've crossed that road of saying, hey, I'm ready to launch. How do you make sure it's actually in good condition to launch? I'm going to bring up 4 points that I believe are things that you shouldn't overlook before your next launch. Let's get into it right now. Point number 1 is really just starting with the basics. You want to simply walk through the funnel yourself. Test the funnel as if you were a customer, making sure that everything is submitting properly, making sure your contacts are actually coming to the back end of the funnel, making sure that nothing really feels broken. Right? From there, one thing I would add is just making sure that everything is easy to understand or follow. Is it clear what the customers need to do as far as clicking a button, as far as inputting their details in? How do they even get to the next step? Is that clear? Once you've crossed that off your list, I feel like you've covered the basics of this concept. My second point I want to cover with you is testing on multiple devices. Now, be honest, how many times have you been super excited about your funnel that you're about to launch, and you just test it a couple times on your browser, like Google Chrome, and you say, okay, it's off to the races? Well, if that's you, I've been there before, and I don't recommend it. What I recommend doing is testing not only on desktop, but on your phone, on someone else's phone if you can, on, a different laptop, even different browsers. So things like Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Brave, Opera, whatever you can test on, definitely do it, because there's going to be times where you might not see a hiccup in something like Google Chrome or on an iPhone, but you see it on an Android. And so you want to make sure you are finding these hiccups or anything that could be stopping your funnel from functioning correctly and saying, okay, how do I need to tackle this to ensure that somebody that's in that same situation, using that same device or using that same browser, will not hit this point. Point number 3, and this might be the most overlooked point, is really just looking at the analytics, looking at the numbers. So you can quite simply test the funnel and check the analytics on something like ClickFunnels, right? You can see the numbers there, make sure page views match closely, make sure your opt-ins are matching, and test it on something like Google Analytics, or if you're running Facebook ads, testing it on the Facebook Business Manager with your pixel to see how things are going. And I would say just look to see if it's in the rough ballpark. If it's showing you have 700 page views on ClickFunnels and it's showing, 2 on Google, then maybe there's something going on with the analytics inside of ClickFunnels, and that could be reported to their support. But the big things I would say is, like, if you go to opt in on the page and the opt-in isn't showing on the analytics, but it might be showing on Google, you can kind of, troubleshoot that and see what you can find. A lot of times, the analytics aren't going to be the same across these platforms, but what you're looking for is something just somewhat close. And if something seems super out of the ordinary, it probably means that something might be broken and you might need to go back a step, or it's just simply a bug that needs to be approached and talked to with the support team of the platform that you're using. The fourth and final point is asking for feedback. So going to your friends and family, having them look at the funnel and say, hey, I need you to just go through this for me real quick. Make sure everything seems like it's working. Make sure everything makes sense. If something stands out to you that is confusing, whether it's the layout, whether it's a headline, whether it's a color, whatever it is, I need you to just tell me and be honest with me. You're not going to hurt my feelings. This is super underrated, because the reality is you're going to put the funnel out there, and whether you run ads to it, whether you're doing organic stuff, you're going to have eyeballs looking at it. But what better way to get feedback before you ever put it out there than to go to some family and friends and say, hey, here's this link. It's something that I'm currently launching. Go ahead, just take a look at it. Let me know what you think. Let me know if anything's confusing. Let me know if there's something you don't like. Let me know if there's things that you do like, and I can make sure to do more of that. But then on that same front, you take all that feedback and you apply it to the funnel or the website you're working on to make it the best that it can possibly be out of the gate, ready for your launch. Now that pretty much sums up this video. If you like content like this, we highly encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future updates from Repair My Funnel. And if you have no idea who Repair My Funnel is, we are a done-for-you tech support service. We basically take the burden of tech support off your shoulders so you don't have to worry about it or be anxious anymore. But listen, we're offering a free call where you could just hop on with us and we'll help you fix any problems that you have going on in your funnel in current time to make sure you can get up and running, maybe for your next launch. If that sounds good to you, there's going to be a link in the description, and you're going to see the link pop up on my screen here now. Go ahead and hop on this opportunity while you still have a chance and it's still here. We look forward to hearing from you, but otherwise, we'll see you guys on the next one.